free TuneIn app. Once you do, search Rainier Avenue Radio. And remember, do not curse out your fellow drivers. This Rainier Avenue Radio traffic update.
This is the news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
A federal judge indefinitely banned President Joe Biden's administration from enforcing a 100-day moratorium on most deportations. Per NPR, Biden proposed the 100-day pause on deportations during his campaign as part of a larger review of immigration enforcement and an attempt to reverse the priorities of former President Trump. Biden has proposed a sweeping immigration bill that would allow the legalization of an estimated 11 million people living in the U.S. illegally. He has also instituted other guidelines on whom immigration and border agents should target for enforcement. The judge, a Trump appointee, initially ruled on January 26th that the moratorium violated federal law on administrative procedure and that the U.S. failed to show why a deportation pause was justified. A temporary restraining order the judge issued was set to expire. In the days that followed his ruling, authorities deported 15 people to Jamaica and hundreds of others to Central America.
And that's your news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Join Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight for Sunday evening sound sessions. Jazz from the cabinets from Big Poppy.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy.
Sergio LaCour's Love Lines.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio LaCour. Going to the phone line. Tell her who we talking to.
Sage Prince and Just My Opinion.
This is Sage, and that's just about going to do it for the first half of Just My Opinion.
K-Fox Night Beat with Nasty Ness Rodriguez.
It's the beat of the Fox. K-Fox Night Beat, Nasty Ness.
You know what? You're going to listen from 5 to midnight. Just turn it on and don't stop. DJ Alibaba. The Underground Surround Sound Star Time with Paul Pearson.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pearson.
Sunday evening sound
Star
sessions on Rainier Avenue Radio. Trust me, you'll be listening the entire time from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening, your sound session on Rainier Avenue Radio.
How would COVID vaccines work in your body? Here are 3 things to know. Number 1. A vaccine is basically a training session for the immune system. Vaccines teach the immune system to look for the key features of a virus. So when a virus does show up, it's ready to fight it off. Number 2, a vaccine gives your body a plan to recognize the virus. Then your immune system starts preparing by making antibodies, or fighter cells, that stay in your blood as protection in case the virus tries to invade. What this means is you get immunity against the disease without having to get sick first. Number 3, when enough people's bodies know how to fight off a virus, it has nowhere to go. That slows the spread. When people get a vaccine, we're able to stop the spread quicker and get closer to ending the pandemic. To learn more, go to covidvaccinewa.org. A message from the state of Washington.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not shouting, "Badia!" at city council meetings, I'm listening to RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Everybody, 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 drink some water, oh, you and I last for long. Everybody, 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 drink some water, oh, you and I last. You're a little thirsty, kind of parched. Like you got dry mouth and you're wondering what to do. But think a little deeper and understand that it's bigger than you and it's bigger than me too. But I'm telling you what I think about the sticky situation sticky that it be. But I ain't gonna trip, not one bit, not even a little bit. Cause if I trip, I might slip and mess around up on my head like I did last time, a long time ago. I'm gonna drink the water, and if you know what's good for you, get a glass. Everybody, 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 drink some water,
Yeah, if you don't drink no water, man, you are not going to last for long. That's my word. What's happening, y'all? It's R Live Jamm Session. I'm ThatguyRcurtis, and boy, I tell you what, we got some beautiful weather today, huh? Who's out there playing in it, having a good time in it? I just wanted to thank you guys for for again tuning in. I'm coming up on 1 year of R Live Jam Session. I started right here in my garage. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. and man, I'm excited about it. This is my 21st show on Rainier Avenue Radio. Shout out to them. And there you go. Come on. Give them some applause. And but before we get started, I want to say rest in heaven, Mr. Deem Sudakawa. He's given us quite a bit of entertainment over the years, and we pray that his family has the strength and give him the strength to make it through this tough time. So rest in heaven, brother. We got some pretty exciting news on Rainier Avenue Radio. High school football this Friday. It's going to be Seattle Prep versus Ballard. And then Rainier Beach is a doubleheader. So Rainier Beach versus Garfield. And Saturday you got West Seattle versus Cleveland. And all this is at the Memorial Stadium. I remember going to the Memorial Stadium for those games. I want to give a couple shots. There you go. This Friday and this Saturday, some high school football, man. I know they're excited about getting back to some football. And you got the vaccine going. There's a lot of people saying that they have already gotten their vaccine. And so I just want to, give a shout out at that to the kids, inspiring to one day be in the NFL, perhaps, maybe. I want to let you guys know also that there is an encore performance for with Deem Sudakawa today at 6:30. So tune right here at Rainier Avenue Radio for that as well. Let's see. Happy born day to my cousin, Christine Brown, and to my uncle, Sonny Walker. Happy born day to y'all. We pray that you have many more coming. You've been good to us, and y'all real cool. Glad you're still here and able to celebrate. Next week, I will have Ayana Moon on this. She's an author, consultant, publicist, entrepreneur. This lady is she's very powerful. So I'm really excited to have her on the show. Thank you again there you go. That's what's coming up. I love it. Also, I have a page. I have an R Live Jam Session fans and supporters page. I want you guys to go on that because that's where I'm gonna put all the information, so I don't have to just send it to you one by one. You can pay you to join and it's a group, excuse me, and all the information to be there, the links for the shows, and everything, my goofiness, all that, it's gonna be there for you. So that's real cool. There it is. My man, Johnny on the spot, Danny on the spot. Give him a shout out, Daniel D Money with Fresh Juice. I believe you 9 o'clock tonight. Y'all check him out. He always plays some of the cuts for real, the hip hop for real, man. He brings it. So I'm not just gonna keep talking. I'm actually gonna make some sense of what I'm saying, and I'm about to bring to you guys, man, one of the premier producers in our town, and phenomenal, just can play every instrument you put in front of him. I'm excited about this because the energy and the knowledge, and man, without further ado, you know what? Bring Roc Phizzle on. Roc Phizzle, baby. What's going on, man?
Baba.
You know what it is, man.
A little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing.
There you go. We ain't complaining about it, man. We just doing something about it, right?
Yep. Just trying to do my thing. What's up with you, man?
Man, excited about having you on here, man. Pumped up for the folks because they get to witness some incredible, I'm sure, some productions. I see you already in the apps. You're gonna be able to experience that, man.
Trying to make it do something, man.
There you go. So I'm gonna start off like this because when the first time I met you was Rockefeller. I want you to kind of explain to the folks because I made a mistake and set out the invite or the invitation, and I put Rockefeller, but I always want to do things right. So let the folks know what's up with that.
Okay, so I'll tell the whole story. I'll make it short too. When I first moved up here in the early '90s, I was known. My stage name was Oz Rock. Okay, so I don't know if you remember that part.
Okay.
And that's when I moved up here from California. So I was going by that, and I found out that there was somebody else that had my name. So I'm in the process of trying to find another handle, trying to switch it up a little bit. And I always used to joke that the rock in my name was always short for Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Rockefeller family. And this is before Jay-Z and them guys came out. This is before Reasonable Doubt and all that stuff, and in my lifetime. So before Jay-Z blew up, I was just using it as an alias, as a side, little joke. But when I found that somebody had the handle I was using at the time, I dropped the first part of it, and I'm just like, man, I'm gonna go by Rockefeller for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that. Then Jay-Z comes out with his album, and I'm like, okay, whatever. They're Rockefeller Records. Things come and go. So I didn't pay no attention.
No doubt. Right.
But as the year started growing and he started dropping hits and dropping all these albums, I was like, hold on a second. And one of the guys that I was working with at the time, who was supposed to be my manager, was like, hey man, it may be kind of smart for you to change your name just to avoid any type of conflict. Because now that they have the name, it doesn't matter if it's spelled differently. They'll label you're an artist. They can still kind of send you a letter to send, cease and desist.
Right.
And you don't want that, especially when they're big, and it was hot at the time. So, a lot of the homies was every time they come around, they'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Roc Phizzle? What's up, Phizzle?" So I was like, "Wait, that name was under my nose the whole time." I just, I just rolled with what people was already calling me. Everybody was already calling me Phizzle, so I went with it. And it's more West Coast. You know what I'm saying? The Fashizi and Fashizzle and all that. That's a West Coast thing.
There you go. No doubt. No doubt, man.
It locked me in, man, and I've been rolling with that ever since.
Well, there it is, man. Hey, how you doing with the pandemic as far as, because I know you're used to doing a lot of shows, man, playing them drums or on them ones and twos, man. So how you making it through this, man? Mentally. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, not like, are you going crazy? But I miss being on stage, and you were on stage way more than I was. So, I mean, how you doing with that?
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I had to sit down for a minute and figure out how am I going to rechannel that energy, because for a minute I did reach a point where I was just I was at a point where I just didn't know what to do because I was so used to that. I mean, I've been doing that for more than 15 years. I've been with my band Encore 15 going on 16 years. I've been with Funky to Death almost dang near 10 years. And then, a couple of years ago, I wound up joining with my dad and them going on tour with Lakeside.
Okay.
So, it's like being a part of these different live entities. You know what I'm saying? I had my Sunday night jam session at the Rumba Notes. I had different things that I was involved in that involved live music. Once that shut down, I just was like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to play? Or where am I going to use this creative energy? What am I going to channel it into? So I put it back into my studio. I was in my studio down there 7 days a week, man, just making music, you know what I'm saying, just writing and just channeling that energy and just keep making music and keeping my chops up and just trying to stay musically influenced. You know what I mean?
Right. I can dig it.
But it took a minute though. It hurt. It punched me in the chest, man. I had to buckle down and go get a job and be normal for a while.
Oh, not a job, man.
I had to do it, and I still got that job too, to be honest. But you got to kind of mix it up now. So I'm all right. I'm making it do what it do.
Well, we glad, man.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you. You may mention your pops in Lakeside, man. Talk about that for a minute. How was that, man, growing up with a celebrity as a parent?
Well, that was, now that I think about it, and I had a conversation with my mom about a week ago about that. As a kid, you just think that that's where you're supposed to be, and this is what you're supposed to do because you see this every day. You're around it. My mom was working at the time. I was an only child, so my dad goes to rehearsal. I go with him. My dad goes to studio sessions. I go with him. He goes to video shoot. Whatever he had to do, I had to go with him.
Wow.
So me being around that all the time, that's how I start picking up on playing instruments and doing stuff like that because I'm like, wow, okay. And once I did that, it's like they embraced me. They're like, okay, we see that this kid wants to do this, and this is what he's not playing around. I'm one of the only kids in the Lakeside family. Well, at least I'm the first now. I was the first to become an actual prodigy of the band.
That's pretty cool, man. Let me ask you, was there any time in your time of being a musician, being a DJ, was there any time that you felt like, man, you know what, I'm done with this, man. This is bonkers. I'm good. I'm out of here.
Yeah, there was. I could say with the DJing was one of the first things I kind of threw my towel in because just when the music changed, between the 90s and up until about the year 2010, music had substance. Music had a lot of musicality to it. Once the trap kind of southern sound came in, and it became more of a this is what you have to play in the clubs now in order to have a job as a DJ.
Yeah.
I gave that the middle finger. I'm gonna keep it clean on here because I don't know.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's your censorship?
We're family. We're family TV. Well, go ahead.
Hold on a second, but and once I figured out that now I don't have control over my own playlist. It's like I gotta play what they're playing, and when I was DJing, I play what I want to play. And I was known for really holding down the coast. I'm from the West Coast. I live here on the West Coast. I'm not scared to play West Coast music.
Right.
So, and I tried to tell people, like, you on this side, man, like, how you gonna come over here and try to flood people's ears with something from somebody else or somewhere else? But look where you're at. Don't come over here on my coast and trying to push what you pushing. But it became an industry thing. And when I figured out, okay, this ain't for me no more. I can't be one of them. I'm not a robot. I gotta play music that I feel. I was like, never mind. I'll DJ weddings. I'll DJ special events where I can do me.
Right.
Y'all can have the club. Take it.
Right. So are you saying now that you don't DJ out? You're just it's all corporate with you? You DJ? Is that basically what you're saying now?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it all corporate. I would just say special events to where it's catered to me. I don't have to say, well, if you got DJ where you got to play Little Yachty and you got to play Little Uzi and you got to play Young Money and you got to play Little Young Ness. You can. I'm too old, too big to be playing Little and Young Ness. That ain't my thing.
I like that.
So,
hey man, I got you. I like that. Let me ask you, when did you receive your first turntables, man? Since we're talking about DJing.
What's crazy about that? I think I was about 11 or 12. My mom had just bought me a record player just to play my records on because I've been collecting records. I've been getting records from my birthday since I was 6 years old, man.
Wow.
I remember my mama. I had got Cammy Osis on vinyl like on my 6th birthday. I remember, man. It was a present, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't get toys. I wouldn't get stuff that normal kids got for their birthdays, bro. I would get like toy drum sets and records
Yeah.
and toy guitars because people knew that I was already baptized in the music, man. I was
Right.
baptized in the funk. You buy me a toy, it's gonna sit and collect dust.
Or you gonna use it as a drum.
Yeah, or something else. So when I got my first turntable, probably around 11 and 12, I saw the movie Beat Street, and I saw how how they were doing that, and I started recognizing what DJing was. So I kind of made that turntable. I learned how to scratch on that turntable.
Wow. You still got it, bro?
Nah, man. That turntable, it saw its death, man. I scratched that thing till it couldn't scratch no more, man.
That's funny, man. Hey, do you remember your first DJ gig?
Like first, matter of fact, before I came to Seattle, I had a couple of buddies that I DJ'd with in high school. My boy Corey and my boy Ronnie. We had a little thing where, he had the equipment, but I had all the records. I had all the dopest records because my dad used to bring, he knew everybody. So he would just go to the labels and be like, let me get, they would just give him promo copies of records and he'd give them to me. So I had everything. So we got together and we started DJing little, had little house parties and birthday parties and little events at school. When I was in 9th and 10th grade down in Cali, this was like 88, 89.
Yeah.
Then I moved up here and I already kind of knew how to DJ. I met, I don't know if you know DV1.
Yeah.
I started hanging with I met DV1 through my cousin, Ranu and Kenyatta.
Okay.
And when I met him, I started going to his house, and then I started practicing on his turntables. And once I sharpened my skills, a buddy of his now, I know you know Prez.
Oh, no doubt. Come on.
Yeah. So actually, my first real DJing gig up here was with Prez, and him, and I think, and my cousin used to, Ranu, he used to make, throw little talent shows at Langston Hughes. And I used to DJ those. So between Prez and my cousin Ranu and his talent shows and their events, those were like the first gigs I had up here in Seattle.
I'm hurt, man. You know why I'm hurt, right? You know why I'm hurt right now, right? You know why I'm hurt right now.
Why?
Because I gave you a gig. Remember that wedding gig I gave you?
Really? When?
Yeah, you showed up like an hour and a half late.
Oh, you ain't trying to pull my string.
Real talk. It was in Renton. It was a wedding, and I was at that time trying to be a promoter back then, and my little sister Amber told me about you. We talked on the phone, and anyway, yeah, that gig. But it's something to forget. It was just something to do. It's all good, man. It's all good. But I'm a little hurt, but I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm gonna get out my feeling. Hey, man,
I didn't remember that one, buddy. You pulled a.
I pulled that one out. I had to.
You pulled a rabbit out the hat, boy.
He was still alive, and he was still alive. Hey, man, how'd you feel when you first discovered, that you could DJ? How did you feel? Did you feel like, okay, I can do this, man. This is how I'm gonna make my living. You know what I'm saying? Or how did you feel?
It was weird because DJing to me came on accident. Living where I was living, I always tried to be ahead of the curve. Because where I was at, everybody wanted to do the same thing at the same time. When breakdancing came out, before cats learned how to rap or DJ, everybody was a breakdancer. So while everybody was breakdancing, I learned how to rap.
Okay.
I didn't want to do what everybody was doing. I wanted to be the the special one. So then when rapping got hot and everybody was trying to be rappers, I was like, okay, I got to find something else to do. So I got into DJing. I wanted to learn how to do that. Okay, you guys rap. I want to be the one on the back, in the back on the turntables. You be Fresh Prince. I'll be Jazzy Jeff. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it.
When I got good at it and learned how to, I learned how to scratch first. Then I learned how to mix. Mix records together, and that was easy because me already knowing how to make beats, already knew how to beat match.
Right.
That was just in me, being a drummer and, being a being an up and coming beat maker / producer.
Yeah.
Blending, mixing two records at the same tempo wasn't nothing. I just needed to practice. And that's where I got, that's where I kind of got my skill sharpened and all that other stuff throughout time. But once it became something I knew I could make money at, that's when it became fun.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up.
It became really, it was real fun, man. I'm pretty sure you came to quite a few of the clubs that I DJ'd out here. The Contour, maybe the Catwalk, when I was at Aerospace, or
okay.
I don't know if you was there when I was at Pier 70 for a minute.
I know I used to hit a couple times. Back then, man, I was like, I was kind of out the way, man. I seen what was going on from the outside going in. I had my kids and whatnot, so that was back in them days. I know that weren't you down there at the Last Supper Club and all that?
Yeah, I did a few special events there. I did a few. I wasn't there too often, but I know I was at I know I did the Bohemian a few times. Hold on a second. Somebody's knocking on my door. I'm doing an interview. Who is it? Okay.
Roc Phizzle, y'all. Hey, if you got some comments, go ahead and comment. We'll put them up there, and you can, you know what I'm saying, join in. Get in where you fit in, man. This is R Live Jamm Session with ThatguyRcurtis and Roc Phizzle, baby. Yeah, man. So, before we go, I see you at the lab, man. So we're going to have to bring out something of your latest, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we make it do what it do. Hey, I know that you're the king of. I know you're the king of freestyle, man. I'm surprised you ain't on one of these. What they call them? You see them little what it battles? The little battles that they do. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought about going on one of those?
Nah, not at all. I rap for fun, man. I rap for fun. I don't rap for. That's a sport to them. You know what I'm saying? They do that.
Right.
That's every day, all day for them. Me, I'm on the spot, man. I freestyle. You give me. I'm one of them cats. I like to freestyle with a band. That's my specialty. You put them guys in front of a band or somebody like that, they're not going to be able to move the crowd.
Right.
I freestyle to rock a crowd.
Right.
Some people, them guys rap to battle each other. Them guys they guys try to rap to out rap each other.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to out rap nobody. I just want to have fun and do what I do and just be who I am.
There you go. Hey, do you be rapping to you? What you got? The daughter, right? You got a little daughter?
I got 3.
Okay, you got 3 daughters?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, you better be rapping and trying to do something to keep your mind right. Do any of them be spitting to try to get on the drums or the keys? They playing anything right now? Or are they too young or what?
My 4-year-old is in my shadow right now, bro. My 4-year-old is all over me. Especially when I don't have sessions, my daughter be in here with me, man. She be touching everything, trying to play my keyboards, or she want to get on the mic, or she sees what daddy doing it. It's funny, it's almost a tearjerker, man, because she kind of reminds me now of a young me. Having a dad that's already doing it, and it's right under her nose. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad had equipment at the house. My dad ain't got, my dad's studio ain't got nothing on mine.
There you go. Hey, yeah. Hey, we got to take a little break, man. But when we come back, man, we'd love to hear some of your tracks, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I got some on deck, man. So
that's what's up.
Go pay the water bills, and I'll be waiting.
That part. Hey, mute for me too. So this is ThatguyRcurtis R Live Jam Session. We chopping it up with Roc Phizzle. If you got something to say, make sure you put it in, and we will put it on. See y'all in a few.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not using my GPS to navigate the land of 1,000 dances, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
March is Women's History Month, and this year's theme is The Valiant Women of the Vote Refusing to be Silenced. It pays homage to the 100th anniversary of the ratification of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote here in the United States. Please stay tuned to Rainier Avenue Radio.world for shows and special programs highlighting and dedicated to honoring women on Women's History Month here. Please check us out at www.rainieravenueradio.world.
Lock in fresh juice with the newest hip-hop and R&B.
Every Wednesday night from 9 to 11 p.m.
on Rainier Avenue Radio. You know we got the dopest artists rocking with us every single week. It's myself, D-Money.
Taylor Hart.
And Pint-Sized Patron. This is Fresh Juice every Wednesday. It's Trilltopia.
This is the news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
When temperatures dropped below freezing amid a winter snowstorm, more than 200 people sought shelter inside emergency facilities set up by Seattle officials. For the Seattle Times, the winter storm tested the city's emergency response to unsheltered homelessness at a time when the pandemic has forced shelter operators to thin out overcrowded facilities, and outdoor homelessness has become even more visible on city streets. An estimated 3,700 people live outside or in places not designed for human habitation in Seattle. And last year, 6 people presumed to be homeless died of causes involving hypothermia. Over the course of a week starting February 9th, the city opened up 4 severe weather shelters at City Hall, Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center, and the Garfield and Bitter Lake Community Centers. Each shelter was open 24 hours and had meals provided by OSL, formerly called Operation Sack Lunch.
And that's your news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world is your 24/7 digital media hub. Tune in at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and TuneIn apps.
And we are back, y'all. R Live Jam Session presents with ThatguyRcurtis, and we chopping it up. We chopping it up with Roc Phizzle, baby. Yeah. So I think right about now we probably gonna who's that? Giant Nation Schumer 222022. Anyway, I think we about to hear something from Roc Phizzle, baby. I think he might have some funk for us.
It ain't all just funk, man. That's what I had to, get people to figure out that, my foundation is the funk, but I love it all, man.
Right.
Only thing you may not catch me dabbling in is maybe country and western, punk rock, heavy metal, just stuff that just don't fit my character.
Right, I got you.
But I love R&B, I love neo soul, I love jazz. You know what I'm saying? I love the funk, I love hip hop. What else? And anything that has soul, anything that has musicality to it that I can understand, that relates to me.
Right. Give me 5 of your favorite artists.
5
right
of
now.
My favorite artists. Right now, like old school or new school?
Let's
or
go
just
old
whatever.
and new school. Let's go old school and new school.
Okay.
Yes.
Old school, Lakeside, number 1.
There you go.
Number 2, Roger Troutman and that band.
Okay.
George Clinton and the whole P-Funk thing, that's all of them, George Bootsy and all of them that are in what do you call it, affiliated with that camp.
Right.
I love the Ohio Players. Them cats is bad.
Yeah.
I love Joe Sample and the Crusaders. Them cats is nasty. Okay. Who else? As far as old school, that's 4 already, right?
Yeah, that's 4.
That's 4. And then my 5th, I would probably have to say, the 5th is always the hardest one Because
Yeah.
you know, I like so many, but you know, those are the ones that come to mind like right off the top.
Right.
You know, let them the Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers, number 5.
There you go. So you named all R&B and some funk and old school. Miss Ivory said, "Yeah, name all the old schools. Lakeside."
Well,
And
Lakeside
then
come first, man. You know,
come on, you already
everybody
know.
else. That's my family. That's my foundation. So you know, everybody fall in line after them. You know, and,
That's what's
you
up,
know.
man.
Oh,
That's what's
honorable mention: Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know, I forgot to say them. You know,
Not the honorable mention. I love that.
yeah.
I love that.
Honorable mention, yeah, James Brown. You know, that's definitely a honorable mention. You know, that goes. You know, I might have to pull one of them names out and pull James Brown in there, man, because James is the foundation of the funk, man.
Right.
Without him doing what he do, there wouldn't be the rest of the funk. So
Without a
yeah,
doubt.
I definitely got to throw James Brown in my top 5.
Without a doubt. Hey man, what are some of your favorite projects that you've worked on?
My favorite projects that I've worked on, you know, all of them, because
Okay.
the thing about you know, when I work on a project, the artists that I work with allow me to do my job. So I'll elaborate on that. There's a difference between a producer and a beat maker. You can go to somebody and get the beat, they give you the beat, and you never hear from them again. You take the beat, you do what you want with it, or you take it as is, and that's what, you know, that's the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I get involved with the artist and the song, and I want the song to have a vision. Because I have a vision for the song when I make the beat. So I want to hear the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do the pre-production, which is make the beat, send it to the artist, let them get the vibe or the concept, write to it. Let me hear it. Send it back to me. Let me take what you do now and let me paint around that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let me make the beat evolve around the lyrics and so on and so forth. And then let me give it back. So I like more being a producer than I like just making beats. I like finishing the actual song. And the artists that I work with allow me to produce them. And they take constructive criticism from me pretty well, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that in dealing with musicians, sometimes it's a little difficult because you got strong individuals that are adults and you know, they don't want to feel like you're telling them what to do, man. What would probably be your way of handling that? You know what I'm saying? Dealing with that.
Well,
what's kind of like your process?
Well, I get to know the artist first. You know, I kind of, you know, sit down with them. And before we even get to start making music, you know, let's have a conversation. Like, you know, let's figure out where you're at as far as, you know, your writing skills and who you've worked with. And then, you know, within that conversation, I will break down to the artist, look, this is my process. This is what I do. You know, if I hear, you know, I tell them that I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be giving you constructive criticism or saying, hey, why don't you sing this note or do this? And they respect that because they respect my musicality. And that's why they come to me. They almost kind of expect it now. You know, they're like, you know, well, I want you to produce me. I've heard about what you do in the studio. This is what I'm coming to you for.
I got you.
It's almost like it's in the resume now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's not that hard to try to convey that and say, you know, hey, you know, I'm gonna be giving you a couple of ideas here and there. I want you to do you, but you know, kind of take what take what you do and make the most out of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
basically, you gonna give them what they're asking for. Sometimes they don't know what they're asking for, but you're going to give it to them. And when it gets done to finish the final product, then they'll be like, oh, okay, now I understand. Or maybe during. So that's
right.
There it is.
Sometimes
that's
they don't understand it during the process, though. They don't understand. I'm like, just trust me on this. You know, I know what I'm doing. And at the end, you know, maybe we'll do it once, you know, after the first song. They'll be like, wow, I didn't expect it to come out like this. I said, well, the rest of the project's gonna come out even better if you just take some of my criticism and take some of my advice. And I'm gonna bring the best out of you. That's all it is to me. I want to bring the best out of any artist I work with.
Right. There you go.
So.
Yeah, because sometimes we don't know what we have in us, man, and it takes somebody else to pull it out. And then once you see it or hear it, then it's like, oh, wow, that's pretty amazing. So we want to give a shout out to Giants Nation. Says Schumer 2022. I don't know what that means. But we got Karen Zam. She's saying laugh out loud. I don't know what that is. Miss Irie says R&B is her favorite. She also says, yeah, name all the old schools, Lakeside, etc. So, man, give us something, baby. Give us something.
Okay. Well, you were asking me earlier. Well, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit to elaborate on stuff that the question you asked earlier. So you asked me what was I doing when things shut down and the pandemic hit and everything went into lockdown.
Yeah.
Man, look, I had my stuff set up and it forced me to be super creative. I made like 5 beats a day. And I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram. If you do, if you don't, it's DR _Roctopus. So it's Dr. Roctopus on Instagram. I posted a lot of the
stripper name or your DJ now? Your producer name?
That's my alias, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
I thought you said that was this is the show,
Dr. Octopus coming to the stage.
No, I'm only that at night. You know. You know the character Dr. Octopus, man. You know he's got all the arms and he's got all these tricks. So I figured, hey, since I play all these instruments, I'm like an octopus.
No doubt.
So it's a joke I came up with, but I decided to use it as my Instagram name, and I actually use it as one of my aliases, like Humpty Hump. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, there it go right there.
Yeah, come on, man, Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, I got a lot of the beats that I made during the pandemic on some from my older catalog, but a lot of the stuff I made during the lockdown are on that page. So
So y'all check him out, Dr. Roctopus, Dr._Roctopus, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
There you go. If you look at my profile picture, that's me and my dad and my uncle Stevie from Lakeside. So
there you go.
We dressed up in our pirate gear. We took that picture right before our show in Vegas.
That's what's up. So what you play? You play the drums for them, or you just whatever they need you to play it?
Well, right now I'm playing percussion because I hate to tell the story like this, but I mean it's exactly what happened. The original percussionist, my uncle, Mr. Fred Lewis, had a bunch of health issues going on, and he got so sick to where he couldn't even, he couldn't play anymore. He had I think he had like a series of a few strokes during the over the past, I say 5 years. So he couldn't play. So they needed somebody to still do what he did. And the first person they called was me.
Man, how'd that make you feel? How'd that make you feel though? Seriously, playing alongside your dad in a iconic band, the whole thing, man.
Bruh, that was a dream come true. I hated that it happened in that way.
Yeah.
But it happened, and I'm glad that I was the first and only person they considered. It was like that.
Yeah.
Get your
and
son
I'm sure
on
your
the
uncle's
phone,
proud
go
too.
get him.
There you go. I'm sure your uncle's proud too, though. Honestly,
Yeah,
even though he, yeah. That's what's up. He probably critiques you too, huh?
I think he knows just off top that this is one of us. This ain't some kid that they went and got off the street and tried to teach. I didn't have no rehearsals. They sent me a set list and said, hey, just play these parts right here. This is and blah 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 blah. The record, so I was like, okay, this is what I need on stage when I get there. But we didn't have no rehearsal. We went through the songs during sound check. We looked at each other and say, yeah, we good. Let's play. It was just one of those things, man. It didn't require much.
Right. It's in you, so it's gonna come out.
Right.
So man, you keep procrastinating, man. Can we get something from you?
Okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
I'm gonna start
appreciate
off
your
with
knowledge and your wisdom. But can we hear some tracks, baby?
Yeah, I got you, man. I'm gonna play
All right,
an
come on.
R&B track for you, man, because I know you're an R&B guy, man. So, this is one of the R&B tracks that I made during the pandemic, man. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah. It ain't too clear. Can you turn it up some? Or?
Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
It's about to kick in.
Yeah, that's nice.
They don't make R&B like this anymore. I made this with Dino from H-Town in mind.
Okay.
Or somebody like him or Niall Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Something like that, So I'm just waiting for the right voice. I can hear Anthony Hamilton rocking over that too, though.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
that'd be nice, man. What else you got? What else you got?
Let me see here. I got.
You're gonna need to send me some of those tracks, man, so we can play them on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see what I got here.
Yeah, that's funky right there.
So the coolest part about this song, about the beat, when I made it, the basis of it is from a Tony sample that I chopped in pieces.
Oh wow!
Listen to this.
Which one is that? What song is it?
Oh, that I'm not telling. I don't give away my
Missing you. Hey, all right, now give me something that you can freestyle over.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me
blow the folks' minds right quick. Show them what you do, man, and make sure you put R&R Live. Make sure you put R&R Live Jam Session and Rainier Avenue Radio in it. I'm gonna show you guys what he can do.
Okay, hold on. Let me pop something up real quick.
Yeah, man.
Okay, since y'all talking about the funk.
Yes, sir.
You always want some funk. I'm gonna pop up a beat with some funk in it, so y'all know. I ain't gonna let y'all down. Hold on there. Here we go. So
freestyle from Roc Phizzle, y'all, right here on R Live Jam Session, Rainier Avenue Radio World with ThatguyRcurtis. Yeah, come on.
Hear that beat? Okay. Let me bring the camera a little closer here. Yeah. Look. They said they want me to freestyle, so I'ma go bar for bar. I'm on the slide show, homie, and it's R&R. I drink cognac, not R&R. Raised by Lakeside, homie, I'm a superstar. I'm on Rainier Area, I mean, you know what it is. Let me start that over and let me get my lips right. I'm on Rainier Avenue, but not the street. You know what it is? It's Roc Phizzle on the beat and on the lyrics too. Yeah, you hearing me, but I'm not hearing you. Everybody ain't hearing you because they know what this right here would do. I take a bootsy sample and I chop it in pieces and eat a whacking piece like Reese's, the thesis. And there ain't no excuses because you saw me on the money show. That was called excuses. Oh, now you see I'm getting loose with because I sink ships like loose lips, like Tupac said, and I get around. Y'all know about rock because I got the sound. I put it down and everybody heard this. Yeah, I be the R, but I'm not R Curtis. That's him. And I be me. The 18th letter with the O and the C.
Roc Phizzle, baby. Roc Phizzle, baby. Casey said, yeah, freestyling Roc Phizzle. Could be a whole show. That's what it is. That part right there, man. So, man, hey, man, this has been a treat, man, and an honor, bro. Right now is the time at the show when you get an opportunity to just say whatever you want to say to the people, man. Motivate them however you want to, or promote yourself, man. Go ahead. It's on you.
Okay. Well, I mean, the only noble thing that I could do is this. I want to thank the whole city of Seattle from all the way, the whole state of Washington pretty much, because I think I've covered a lot of bases and played a lot of places here, you know, since I've been here. And I just want to thank everybody for their support. Thank everybody for just rocking with me and just, you know, just letting me do what I do the way I want to do it. Nobody's ever told me, Rock, hey, man, you got to do it like this. No, people have always been, hey, man, just keep doing what you're doing, how you're doing it, man. We love it. Man, just keep it up. So I want to thank people for that, for the encouragement, you know, support me, coming to my shows, coming to my events, and just, man, you know, just keeping it real. Thank all the artists that I've worked with for, you know, coming to me for my services and, you know, and my expertise, man. Thank all y'all and just, you know, everybody, man, you included, just the whole town, you know, my band Encore, my band F2D, you know, thank you to Lakeside for all the knowledge and just everything that they've done and being the foundation of actually why I'm here. Without them, you know, wouldn't be no Roc Phizzle. So, and just, man, just everybody, man, you know, the homies in Cali, my family, you know, my parents and, you know, my family here. Everybody, man, I just want to thank everybody because it's been a humbling experience, man. I'm 46 years old and I've been doing this for a long time. So, and to anybody else, you know, to anybody that wants to do the same thing, man, you know, you have to be persistent and you have to have passion with this. This ain't something that you just wake up in the middle of the night and say, this is what I want to do and think that it's just going to happen overnight. You're only as good as the time that you put into it. You know, with the you know, what do they call it? The software and the technology nowadays. Yeah, it's easier to make beats, but if you want to make music, go learn how to play an instrument and study multiple genres of music because they all meet up at the crossroads somehow, somewhere. You know, think outside of the box. Don't be a one-trick pony and just, man, let your creative freedom, man, be your guide, man. Like Funkadelic said, free your mind and your will follow.
There it is. There it is, y'all. There you go. Some wisdom from Roc Phizzle. Hey, man, thank you very much for being on the show, brother. We're gonna have to have you back.
For sure.
And next time we just go, and like I said, shoot me some tracks, man. I love to play them on the show, man. And much success to you, man. Very proud of you. And thankful to you, man, and God bless you and the rest of your family.
Yeah, you know, most definitely shout out to my family too, you know, my wife and all and my kids, and you know, they motivate me, man, every day, man. You know, when I see their faces, man, it gives me the motivation to keep going. So
there you go. Roc Phizzle on R Live Jam Session with ThatguyRcurtis here on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. You guys, we going. Yes, he had a whole bunch to say, man, and it all made sense. So we thank him for that. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna play one of my songs with my one of my local artists, one of my favorites, man, Mr. Darius Willrich, with his song "Can't Get Enough."
Yes.
You got got me running, got me jumping. Trust me, baby, this is something so incredible. Incredible. See, I can feel it, I can taste it. This time I'm not gonna waste it. Best believe it, girl. Been wanting so much more, and you give me so much more. I'm unrecognizable, but I'm more me than I've ever been before. I can't believe it. I love you so much, And since this started, I can't get enough. I'm so excited. I long for your touch. Since this started, I can't get enough. You got me giddy, I keep grinning, and it's only the beginning. Who'd have ever known? See, who am I and who are you? I'm so alive and so brand new. My mind is so damn blown. My mind is so blown. I've been wanting so much more, and you give me so much more. I'm unrecognizable, but I'm more me than I've ever been before. I can't believe it. I love you so much. And since this started, I can't get enough. I'm so excited. I long for your touch. And since this started, I can't get enough. All the hurt I hope to destroy, making room for all this joy. Who said love had to be believable to be real? So real. I can't believe it. I love you so much. And since this started, I can't get enough. I'm so excited. I long for your touch. And since this started, I can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Oh, baby, I just can't get enough. Can't get enough. Oh, baby, I just can't get enough.
Yeah, Mr. Darius Wilrich, y'all can't get enough. One of my favorite local artists. Well, we have come to that time, y'all, where I have to bid you a farewell. But before I do, I want to make sure that you know that we got high school football. Friday, we got Seattle Prep versus Ballard. It's a doubleheader. Then we have Rainier Beach versus Garfield. And then Saturday, we got West Seattle versus Cleveland at the Memorial Stadium, you guys. So, man, tap on in. And then tonight we got the Sentiment. And at 6:30, we have an encore performance for Deem Sudakawa, excuse me. And we just want to wish his family, send prayers to them and pay our condolences and say rest in heaven. Thank you again for joining us. Next week, we got Ayana Muyang, and we look forward to seeing y'all next Wednesday, same time, same place. Deuces, y'all. And happy Women's Month.
Say, man, I'm interested to see what you're going to do with this one right here, man. around the world, all different cities, all different states. How come we can't have a dance? We can't. So I decided, what? Well, I mean, you got some right here. It's called Seattle Swing. This is slapper. We're gonna do the Seattle swing, yeah. 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 We're gonna do the Seattle swing. Gonna have a little bit of fun right now. Gonna take your mind off your problems. It don't matter if you're black or white. This universal language gonna make it unite. If you're working with hate, stop it. All that's doing is heartbeat clogging, taking lives and straight disposing of good folk will never know. And never mind that. Come on, let's dance. Let's shout.
This is Paul Pierce.